But the important issue is that negation and affirmation is present. The negation and affirmation is present. So these are the verses, they clearly clarify that the meaning of La ilaha illallah is there's nothing worthy of worship except for Allah. La ma'buda haqqun illallah. La ma'buda haqqun illallah. That nothing has the right to be worshipped except for Allah. And verily we have sent in every nation a messenger. What did he proclaim? An ya'budullaha wajtanibu taghut. Worship Allah and stay away from all of the false gods besides Allah. Where's the negation and affirmation? Worship Allah. To shun and reject and to leave off and stay away from all of the tawagi or taghut, everything that's worshipped besides Allah. This is negation. This is the meaning of La ilaha illallah. This is the meaning of La ilaha illallah. All of this has preceded in the beginning. These verses here clarifying the meaning of La ilaha illallah and the right of Allah Azza wa Jal, and it's the greatest right, so on and so forth. And also he clarified the virtue of that statement, and also he clarified, rahimahullah ta'ala, the obligation of fulfilling the rights of that statement, and that statement is very heavy in the scales for those who fulfill the rights, but those who do not fulfill the rights, it may be light in their scales. It may be light in their skills. And then he mentioned the obligation of calling to that statement, and now the tafsir al-tawheed. But here, if we look at the verses that he has mentioned, rahimahullah ta'ala, right now in this chapter here, the tafsir has proceeded, as we've seen. He mentioned the verses clarifying the meaning. But now this is to emphasize the meaning specifically, and to emphasize the obligation of disbelieving in everything that's worshipped besides Allah. So this is an emphasis here, tafsir al-tawheed wa shahadati an la ilaha illallah. What we want to benefit from this chapter first and foremost is to understand the meaning of tawheed, and from that greatest meaning is that everything that's worshipped besides Allah is falsehood, and one must disbelieve in that. Disbelieve in that. If he worship Allah Azza wa Jal, but he didn't disbelieve in everything besides Allah Azza wa Jal, he's not a muwahhid. If he believe he worship Allah Azza wa Jal, but he think that the Christians might be upon some haqq, then he's not a muwahhid. He's not a muwahhid. If he worship Allah Azza wa Jalla, but he said everybody has their own deen, he can be upon his deen is good, and his deen is good. He can be a Jew, he can be a Christian, he can be a Buddhist, no problem. La, that's not permissible. That's not permissible. He's not a muwahhid with that. He has to disbelieve in everything that's worshipped besides Allah, and declare those people to be upon falsehood. The Christians are upon falsehood. They have a false God. The Jews are upon falsehood. The Buddhists are upon falsehood. The Hindus, they're upon falsehood. They have false gods, and their deen is not a true deen, and their gods are not worthy of worship, and their worship is falsehood. And if they die upon that, then their destination is the fire, and they'll never get out. وَمَا هُمْ بِخَارِجِينَ مِنَ النَّارِ. This is obligation to believe in this. This is the obligation to believe in this. لا يدخل الجنة إلا نفس مؤمنة. That no one enters paradise except for a believing soul. Believing in this, believing that there's nothing worthy of worship except for Allah, alone with no partners, and that everything that's worshipped besides Him is falsehood. Is falsehood. Is falsehood.